When they pretend to be toxic. Okay, great. Now I can leave you where you stand. Who's out here pretending to be toxic? You need help. You need Jesus. You're not a man of your word. Well, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to your boy's channel. I'm back again, and we're talking about relationships. We're talking about relationships because a lot of y'all, you liked my last video, the problem with the talking stage. Y'all wanted me to do a part 2. We're talking about red flags in the talking stage because Valentine's Day is coming up. And even if you're watching this after Valentine's Day, listen, we need to make sure that our relationships are concrete, they're transparent, and we know what we're getting ourselves into and what we're doing. Because you don't be out here looking crazy. You don't want to be, in a trap. You fell in love with somebody who really don't love you. It's a mess and it can get crazy. So I asked you guys what are some of your red flags on my Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, what are you doing? It's down here. It's down there. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Follow me. Yeah, so I asked you guys some of your red flags in the talking stage. I'm gonna air some of those out here in this video, and also have some of mine, like my top 3 or so. I didn't want this video to be too long. So we're gonna talk about red flags. I ain't gonna talk too much. We're just gonna get right to this video. So the number 1 red flag in the talking stage is lack of communication. If you can't communicate, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I would like to know, because it's called the talking stage, the talking phase. If you can't communicate your feelings, what's bothering you, how your day went, like if you can't communicate anything, if it's like pulling teeth, like we're not mind readers out here. If you can't communicate, it's like, what are you trying to gain? What is it that you're looking for? Because in a talking stage, it's like we gotta get to know each other. So if you have troubles communicating, that's something you need to work on. For me personally, I don't like to pull teeth to figure out what's wrong with you. So communication, I can see why this is the number 1 thing, because if you can't communicate, what can you do? You can't really get to know someone. And if you're in the talking stage, talking, which is a form of communication, sweetheart, and you can't communicate, get out of here. Get out of here. Not only that, but I think communication is key, but also comprehension is key. And I was watching this other girl's video, and she said this as well, and she said, you can talk till you're blue in the face. You could, I can spill my heart out to you, tell you how I'm feeling, this, that, and the third. But if you're not understanding that, if it's going in one ear and out the other, if you're not comprehending what I'm saying to you, that's a red flag. If your thinking skills, your critical thinking skills, if your context skills are off, you got to go. So communication is number 1, but alongside of that, comprehension. If you lack comprehension skills, you got to go. You gotta go. The second red flag on my list that I cannot stand, and it's the quickest way to turn me off, is you consistently talking about your ex while we're in the talking stage. For me, and I said this on Instagram, if you're consistently talking about your ex, you're not over your ex. You need to go somewhere and you need to heal. You need to take your time out, figure out what it is that you want to do, so you're not stressed and you're not bringing your baggage over here, because it's not up to me, it's not my job to heal you or the next person's job to heal you. You have to overcome whatever it is you're going through, whatever hurt, pain you're holding on to that person put you through. You cannot bring that over here to a new person. You can't come over to my situation, me, a genuine open person who's new to just getting to know you, and you're out here bringing this baggage, bringing this pain, that hurt on your shoulders, and you're gonna drop it off on my lap. Nope. Nope. First of all, it's not fair to the person. It's not fair to you. It's like you're robbing the person of giving them an actual chance to get to know you on a deeper level, because you're consistently bringing up your ex, and sometimes even worse, you might be comparing them to your ex. And this has happened to me. I've had someone where I was talking to, and he would always bring up his ex. We wouldn't go 2-3 days without him bringing up his ex, some way, somehow. No. If you bring up your ex, deal with that, and then figure out what it is that you want to get into with any other person. So another red flag that a lot of you have also been saying on my Instagram is someone who's inconsistent. I agree wholeheartedly. If you're inconsistent, are you really interested? That's just me. I feel like someone who's actually interested in you, wants to pursue you, wants to have a relationship with you, they're gonna put in that effort, they're gonna put in that work to getting you. If they want you as their boyfriend or their girlfriend, they're gonna put in that effort. So if someone who's inconsistent, you're not texting for days, you don't know what's going on, it's like, well, what are we? If you have to question what it is that's going on between you two, it's that inconsistency. And right then and there, they're letting you know. If they're inconsistent now in the talking stage, they're gonna be inconsistent later on. What's established in the talking stage is what's gonna follow in the rest of your relationship. So another one I got on my Instagram is people joking about being toxic. I didn't know people did this. I need someone to explain this to me. Like, how do people joke about being toxic? Like, is it where they try to say, oh yeah, like I'm so damaged, I'm so like I've been through things, so I'm a toxic boy now. Like, what is that? I've actually never come across this, but I can see how this would be a red flag. You joke about being toxic, but I need someone explain this to me. Someone explain this to me, because I don't know. I've never come across this. Let's see, what else do we have here on the Instagram? Another red flag that I would say, and I've also had on, that's also popped up in my Instagram, is someone who's too clingy. So if you're clingy in the talking stage, I'm gonna think you have attachment issues or detachment issues. I think people who are clingy probably go through heartbreaks and take breakups the worst out of anybody. And it's just like, how are you clingy already and we don't really know each other? How do you have this so much attachment and all this, emotion to someone, or you're like, it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of obsessive almost. Like, if you're too clingy, I'm gonna be scared off. I'm going to be scared off, and I don't have time for it. I don't have time. If you're too clingy off jump, if you're too clingy, we've been texting for 2 days. If you're too clingy and we've been texting for 2 weeks, I'm gonna be like, whoa, what's going on? I feel like you're moving too quick. When you're clingy, you're moving too quick, and it's like you might be putting pressure on someone, and that's gonna scare them off. That's definitely gonna scare me off. So I know it's gonna scare them off. Another post I got on Instagram was they can talk to others, but I can't. I hate a person that want to gatekeep. Like, sir, honestly, this is something I actively avoid. I know a lot of people that do this. They try to hold you down. They want you to be exclusive to them, and they're keeping their options open. They are freely and willingly talking to anybody and everybody, keeping their options open, playing the field, but they want you to be exclusive to them? No. Don't do that. Do not. No, because first of all, people who are like this usually have narcissistic tendencies, so they try to keep you in this box, and that's not really fair to you, because you're not really the item. And at the end of the day, it's like, if you're in the talking stage, technically that's not your man, that's not your girl. So why allow them to do this to you? No, that's a top tier red flag. No, don't ever, no. Don't have these folks playing you. I have to travel to see you all the time. You gotta come see me. I've actually had this happen. We used to talk to this guy back in like 2018, and I used to drive from my school all the way in the mountains to DC to hang out and see him because we were talking, and it was never reciprocated. So I can see this, and when you do this, you're already putting in an initial amount of effort that's not being reciprocated. Why should you put in so much effort when you're not receiving it? And that's something that when people who do this, they're the type of people that like to receive anything and everything they can get from a person. But then once they're done with you, it's like, oh well, you shouldn't have done that. You should have. No, I didn't ask you to come visit me. I didn't ask you to come do this. And it's like, of course you didn't ask me to do it, but I was interested in you, so I did it anyway. And it's like, once it's all said and done, you're gonna feel stupid for doing it, because I know I did. Because like, I really drove 2 hours and then some to come visit somebody. That ain't never do it for me. I think we met halfway once. No, never again. Never again. I know. Never. This is one I didn't think of until someone sent it to me on Instagram, and this was the red flag of not having like close friends. And I never thought of this until this person sent it to me, and I agree. I actually kind of agree. Like, if you don't have any close friends or a small circle of friends, someone you can go to, or if you don't have any meaningful relationships in your life, that's very telling. Another red flag is someone who lies about small things. So like, you're just not getting to know each other. If you're lying about like who you went to go visit, what are you lying for? So I'll use an example from my own personal experience. I used to talk to this guy, same guy from DC, and we just started talking, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have dinner with my friend, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So then it comes out a few months later, he's like, oh yeah, remember that friend I went out to have dinner with? That was actually my ex. What? Like, what are you lying for? Like, just say that. Like, the fact that you had to cover it up, instead of saying your ex that you're having dinner with, you went to go say my friend, you're covering up something. And honestly, I feel like if you lie about small things, you're gonna lie about a bigger thing. And lying in the talking stage, what do we lie? Honestly, liars, period. This is another one of those things. It's like, what are you doing? What are you here for? Because if you lying already, I already know you're gonna be lying in our actual relationship. make it make sense. Make it make sense. Asking for nudes 2 minutes into us talking. Agreed. I can see, you know, I can see this. I said it in my Instagram story though, like, you know, I don't mind a nude, honestly, but this is more so for me. It's more so like unsolicited nude. So if like if you just slide in my DMs and you just send me a nude, I'm more so going to be turned off. Like, no, get out of here. Because it's like I didn't ask for this, like, and I feel like if you casually just send nudes to people's DM, you do this often. Like, why don't you just say hey? Why don't you just say hi? What's up? How's your day going? But you're sending me a nude. You don't even know me. What? But also when it comes to the actual talking stage, if someone's sending you a nude and you just exchange numbers, you've been talking for a few days, that should set the basis and the tone to let you know that they're not really that interested in getting to know you on a deeper level, mentally, emotionally, romantically. They just want to see you naked. They want to see what you look like naked. And honestly, me, I don't really send nudes to people that often. If you get a nude from me, you're special, because I don't send nudes to people. I like to get people, you know, use your imagination. If you want to know what I look like, if you want to know what I look like, you would have saw what I look like. That's how it is to me. If you want to know what I look like, you would have saw it. You would have saw it. Unsolicited nudes after like us just talking for a short period of time. If you send it too quick, this is something you do on the regular. This is you're being real casual. You being real chill, and that's not me at all. But you know, to each their own. Everybody's different. Demanding my attention 24/7. So I agree. You know, I'm the type of person that has responsibilities, priorities, hobbies, jobs, things that I got going on. So I can't be giving you my undivided attention 24/7. And I know a lot of people are actually, that's their love language. They need that affection. They constantly need that affection. And if you can't give it to them, they're gonna go somewhere else and get it. So for me, if you're someone who always needs affection, you always need attention, I don't think it's not really a red flag to me, but you know, it's like a deal breaker. Like, it's not gonna really work for me because I can't be giving you all of that all the time. And I know some people who are like, they're so needy, and so I have to agree with that one. I do kind of, but you know, this is one of those, it's like personal preference. You know, some people don't mind it, other people can't stand it. I personally, I can't be giving you all my time. No, I need someone who's on equal footing. You got things going on, you got your own businesses and your own endeavors, I got mine too. Then we can come together and boom, we make magic ourselves. But someone who just is always over here needing my attention, no, I can't do that. I would say another red flag is someone who lacks empathy. So someone who's not really apologetic, someone who doesn't know when they're wrong, someone who thinks they're always right. That's a red flag too, because someone who thinks they're always right, that's again another narcissistic tendency. And people usually show their true colors a little bit after the talking stage. So if you're talking to someone and then all of a sudden it's like, damn, why are they treating me different? Or damn, why is this happening? Usually the people are showing themselves, their true selves, in the talking stage, but you just don't recognize those red flags. So people who might do you wrong or might do something that upsets you and you didn't like it, and they just say, well, you know, that's just how I am. That's just how I am. No, like, people who are unwilling to change, lack empathy, those, no, red flags, and keep them at a distance, because there's no time for it. And if you're unwilling to change and grow and learn from something that you did to someone else, you got a lot of growing to do. So yeah. But yeah, these were my red flags, a mixture of the ones that I agree with you guys that you sent me on Instagram. So, you know, let me know, what are some of your other red flags that you guys just can't stand? Something that, you know, if this person does that to you, it's like a total deal breaker, like you can't stand. I love to hear what other people can and cannot take. So let me know what your red flags are. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. And if you like what you see, you want to see more of me, darling, subscribe. Subscribe. The button's right there. It's right there. But until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.